Internet seems to be going crazy about this manga, so I finally decided to check out what all this fuss is about. And after reading it for a while, my mind was blown. And I can see what all this hype is about. A lot of anime fans seems to like characters that are strong and cocky and just have a lot of self-confidence in themselves. And I am one of them. I just love that bad boy vibe raising out of the characters like these. And Chihiro here seems to be learning trading, something which I can respect. Now, let's talk about what makes Kagurabachi a hype. The artistic style of Kagurabachi is genuinely impressive and effectively achieves a delicate balance between humor and tension, seamlessly transitioning between the two when necessary. The character designs feature highly adaptable and easily drawable faces, while also maintaining intricate details in their attire, weapons and backgrounds. This clever approach allows for a consistent visual experience throughout the manga, regardless of the scene's tone. For instance, whether depicting Chihiro, the main character, in a moment of distress over his father's passing, or in light-hearted scene observing fish in a tank while chatting with his taller uncle, the level of his facial detail remains consistent. The artistic choice contributes to a smoother reading experience. Moreover, the artwork in action sequence is nothing short of amazing, employing a dynamic and fluid style that infuses the pages with excitement whenever Chihiro springs into action. Notably, the first major battle in chapter 1 is a standout example. The entire scene is depicted as if Chihiro executed a single sweeping strike. It begins with a cinematic build-up reminiscent of a Yakuza movie, featuring a group of adversaries staring down Chihiro as he unsheathes his sword. As he slices through a crowd of attackers, the manga cleverly portrays the impact of his swing through two panels. He then ascends into the air, beheading another foe with his blade's motion uninterrupted as he fully extends his arm. He lands gracefully, leaving a dramatic image painted in black, a combination of his sword and the spilled blood of those around him. While some may argue that Kagurabachi's colorless facial expression gives the manga a somewhat silly appearance, it's essential to remember that Kagurabachi is a shonen manga. The recurring expression serves the purpose of establishing a less serious tone compared to something like Berserk, making the manga more accessible to a younger audience. This approach, through unconventional, allows the series to appeal to a broader demographic of reader who enjoys action-packed narratives. Kagurabachi's artwork is undeniably exceptional and contributes significantly to the manga's overall quality. And you know, this is the best thing about Kagurabachi. And if this is not funny, I don't know what is. Well, let's get back to our topic. So far, the characters are good, but there are not a lot of them to give a better review as a whole. So I believe we should wait for more chapters to come out before talking about things like characters and their development. So, no comments for now. Now is my favorite thing to talk about, world building. The setting seems to be an alt history Japan, probably in the 20th century. The architecture of Kyoto that we see on first page was still overwhelmingly old style, but some concrete buildings also exist. And characters tend to wear things like graphic tees, business suits, trench coats and zipper jackets, when the tools of actions are katanas and sorcery. This creates a very cool blend of old and modern aesthetics, which I hope is deliberate and stuck to it without just being vague background dressing. Now, the biggest question that remains is, what is this sorcery and what's with the trees? So far, it looks very interesting, and there is this teleportation technique which Shiba used, makes me want to know more about it. Power systems are what most battle shonen are hyped about, and I'm always up for a new and interesting one. The pacing of Kagurabachi is masterful, with each chapter propelling the story forward while allowing moments of reflection and character development. It's a manga that strikes a perfect balance between action and self-analysis. Kagurabachi is a new manga series in Shonen Jump that's getting a lot of attention from fans. However, in my opinion, the manga is about a typical young boy with a tough attitude, and it has really nice drawings. Right now, there are only 3 chapters out, so it's hard to say if it's a good manga or not, but it does seem like it could become something interesting. With series like Black Clover and My Hero Academia coming to an end, Shonen Jump most definitely needs some fresh and exciting mangas, and Kagurabachi might just be one of them. We have to wait and see if Kagurabachi lives up to its hype or becomes a standout in Shonen Jump. I would definitely say you should check this out if you are into shonen manga, but you might want to wait for a few more chapters to come out. In the end, you tell me if this is worth all the hype or not. That's it for me. See you next time.